Hey everybody, welcome back around to the Blog and Grill. I'm your host Doug. Thanks for tuning in here on a Monday, June 3rd, 2013. I have a new segment for you today, thumbs up, thumbs down of the weekend. I'll also give you your May player of the month, but first off, the game everybody is talking about, Game 7, NBA Eastern Conference Finals tonight in Miami. The Pacers taking on the Heat. The Pacers won Game 6 over the weekend, and now we have the Game 7 preview for you. The keys for the Heat tonight, the Heat are in a very tough spot, I feel. The keys for the Heat tonight, they got to rebound the ball better. They've gotten out-rebounded all series by West and Hibbert and Paul George. They've all rebounded the ball well. And the two guys they got to get going, they got to get Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh going early. Neither has been a factor. Chris Bosh has only had 22 rebounds through the first 6 games. So they got to get them going. And they got to be able to spread the floor and hit their threes. They got to get Ray Allen, Shane Battier, Mike Miller hit 2 in Game 6, but they got to get those guys going. Norris Cole did play well in Game 6, and they just got to get those guys going. And notice, I didn't say LeBron James once, because LeBron James has not been the issue. LeBron James has been the best player on this team, the best player in the series between the two teams. He just has to keep doing what he's doing and hope the other guys will continue, or will begin to contribute towards the cause. The keys for the Pacers tonight is not to stop LeBron James. You're not going to stop LeBron James. You got to be able to slow LeBron James down, run different guys at him, run Paul George at him, run Lance Stevenson at him, run David West at him when he wants to post up, and even sometimes you can put Roy Hibbert on him for a couple minutes. Also, you got to get Roy Hibbert going. Roy Hibbert could struggle tonight. I think they got to get him going early after his comments over the weekend. They got him a $75,000 fine. I think they got to get Hibbert going early. This could be a tough game for him. I think he's a very upstanding citizen. He's very sensitive, and I think he could struggle with what people are going to be saying about him, to him, at the American Airlines Arena tonight. So get Hibbert going early and get him to forget about what he said following Game 6. I will not speak any more about that. I think he just misspoke. He was a little too excited, and you're going to get that when you're a young guy. And finally, don't turn the ball over. Don't give the Heat easy opportunities to get out and run. Give LeBron James a couple dribbles into the rim. Just don't turn the ball over, and I think this could be a very good game. All right, now I'm going to go X Factor for each team. The X Factor for the Miami Heat has to be the Birdman Anderson, coming back from his 1-game suspension last time out. I think he's going to come back and he could have a major impact, as I think this game's going to be quite chippy. I think the over-under technical fouls, I think it could be over 3 technical fouls tonight called. Chris Anderson is a fighter. He plays hard, and he is very intense, and I think that's what the Heat need. They need a little bit of an edginess about them tonight, so I'm putting Chris the Birdman Anderson on X Factor alert. And the X Factor alert for the Indiana Pacers needs to be the guard play. George Hill, Lance Stevenson need to play big tonight. DJ Augustine needs to come off the bench and contribute as well for this Pacers team to move on. So what if the Heat lose? The Heat, it could be the end of the dynasty. We've heard that they're going to blow it up. They could keep it. I think they should keep it. But within Miami, I think a larger market, they're going to be looking to get wins immediately, and they're not liking what Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade are doing. And I was thinking about this today. The Pacers are young. They're going to have they have a good core with Stevenson, Paul George, Roy Hibbert. David West is probably their oldest guy. Roy Hibbert, Paul George, George Hill, good core. And this team could be good for a while, and they're big. So an interesting thought crossed my mind. Do the Heat go and trade Chris Bosh to, stick with me here, the Los Angeles Lakers? Oh, you're thinking, yeah, for Pau Gasol? No. Go and trade for Dwight Howard. Bring Dwight Howard to South Beach, because the only team you're going to have to get by is the physical Bulls with Joakim Noah, Carlos Boozer, Taj Gibson, Luol Deng. You're going to need physical players like Dwight Howard. And Roy Hibbert, David West, Paul George, the Indiana Pacers. You need to bring in somebody next year who can play that center position better. Udonis Haslem doesn't get it done. Joel Anthony doesn't get it done. Chris Anderson does get it done to some extent. But what about a trade for Dwight Howard? Is that out of the question? I don't think so. I think it'd be a great move. Chris Bosh would go play very well in Los Angeles with the pick-and-roll style. He can play more of a power forward because Pau Gasol can drop down and play the center and be versatile there. I think this is going to be key for the Pacers up and coming, but I don't think we need to talk about it because I got the Heat winning this game tonight 92-85, and they'll move on to take on the San Antonio Spurs in the NBA Finals. So that's my pick for tonight, and a lot of food for thought there for you to think about with this team. All right, May was a great month. Of course, back in April, I had Carmelo Anthony, my player of the month. And May, the player of the month, is the third baseman of the Tigers, Miguel Cabrera. This year, he's batting .367, 17 home runs, 65 RBIs, just a third of the way through the season. He's on pace to have 191 RBIs at this point. And in May, he was ridiculous. Batted .379, 12 home runs, 33 RBIs, and 23 runs scored. Miguel Cabrera, congratulations. You are the player of the month of the Doug Sports Blog and Grill. All right, time for my new segment, Thumbs Up, Thumbs Down for the weekend. This is going to be a Monday segment only. All right, so my thumbs up for the weekend has to be Tony Stewart. Ends his 30-race winless streak with a win at Dover and kind of moves back up into that points race. He moves from 20th to 16th in points, and much of that was due to a penalty by Jimmy Johnson for jumping a restart. So, thumbs up for Tony Stewart. My thumbs down of the weekend has to be Tiger Woods shooting a +8 at the Memorial, a tournament where he's played well. His two worst rounds were Friday and Saturday. He finishes 20 shots back of Matt Kuchar, his worst round since 2010. Alright, that's pretty much all I got for you today. Couple announcements. Send in suggestions over the weekend. I'll remind you on Friday, send your suggestions for thumbs up, thumbs down. I'll do this again on next Monday. Wednesday, we'll have a look at my new and latest MLB power rankings, and they are quite shaken up for sure. And we also have an NBA Finals preview on Wednesday as we get ready for Game 1, which will be Thursday night, either in Indiana or either in San Antonio or in Miami, depending on who wins tonight. Of course, 100th episode of the blog is next Monday. Tune in, as it is going to be a great one. Always follow me on Twitter, YankeeBaller415. Check me out on jbsmooth84.com. Thanks for tuning in to the blog. Always remember, comment, question, subscribe, and make sure to always check out my YouTube page. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great Monday, and I will check you out again on Hump Day Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. I'm out.